Oh, sorry. No. Well, hi. No, it's Cena. Baby, it's Cena. Why are you screaming? It's me. What do you mean, who is me? It's me. It's Cena. What do you mean saying my name slower isn't helping? It's Cena, your girlfriend, cute chameleon girl watches over you at night. Just why are you acting like there's no? What do you mean there's no? Why are you acting like this? You're acting like there's no bells being rung. You don't know who I am. You're so silly. It's me. It's Cena, protector of your evenings. Follow you to work, the grocery store, just blending into the environment so that you can continue living your life how you always did. And I get to love you and snuggle up with you. You're so warm at night. You keep me from having to go find a nice, warm rock or something. What? Well, of course I snuggle you at night. It's how I keep my body warm. Regulation. You're so kind as to let me do that. There's some, boyfriends who might be a little sketched out by the cold-bloodedness, but you've always been so kind and so sweet to me. Oh, what do you mean you can't be kind and sweet to someone you don't know? Well, you know me. I'm your girlfriend. Did you hit your head when you jumped when I giggled into that wall? Do you not remember? It's fine. It's fine. From time to time, I have to refresh you. I swear. Every time you jump, you end up hitting your head harder or something. You always seem to forget. I watch you from afar, just blend in kind of like this, and you can't see me. And then I make sure that you're okay, and I cuddle up with you at night, and I frequently go cook you a couple meals, meal prep, and you're always like, oh, and don't remember when I made this chicken cacciatore. Well, that's because you didn't, and then you forget, I don't remember baking any bread. I don't make bread. Did my mom drop this off? Well, no, that was me. And you're welcome. The flour had insects in it because, added protein. Got to get them gains. I want my baby to be healthy. Also, grubs are pretty delicious, but what? I don't know why you get like this. I don't know. Is this a game? I'm okay if it is, but it does get old after a while, What do you mean, stalker? I don't understand. You can't stalk someone you love. You can only be in their life and, well, you're mine. Yeah, you're mine. You're my love. I love you more than the world itself. I dream about you. I mean, if lizards could dream, honestly, we don't have dreams the way you think about dreams, but if I had dreams and I was more human, I would dream about you. Instead, I just think about you all day. That's why I started following you to work. What? What do you mean? What could ever be creepy about making sure that you get to work safe and sound, and absolutely making sure that if anybody talks to you that is remotely feminine looking, that I then also follow them home and then leave pheromone trails that then make birds want to go hunt their houses, thinking there's going to be lots of lizards to eat, and poop all over their cars. And what? Jesus, you're being so silly, and why don't you just sit down? Okay, we'll go over this again. I don't mind. I'll go over it every single day if I have to. I know how commitment can make you feel a little bit queasy, weird, strange, really. Just sit down. Sit down. Thank you. Look at there. Here, cuddle. Come get my arms here. Just let me hold you, and I'll tell you all about it. What do you mean? I'm a chameleon. Well, I mean, I'm not like your traditional chameleon. I'm half human, half chameleon. Yeah, my mom, she went to Burning Man a couple of times, and well, there was a horn frog man. So I'm told. I don't know. Some things went down. And, well, here I am, bundle of joy that I am. And I was just, what? Honey, I'm trying to tell you our love story. I need you to stop randomly screaming. You're going to get the neighbors all riled up again, and then they're going to call the cops, and then the cops are going to be like, what are you doing? And we're going to be like, nothing. We're together. And then you're going to continue screaming again, and then I'm going to have to try to do something to calm you down. And just, we don't want to go round and round like that again, do we? Just sit down. Again, I saw you one day when you were walking out and about 3 or 4 years ago, and I followed you home. I just went in through the air vents, and I watched you while you were hanging out with some friends while playing some video games. And gosh, you're so funny. So then I decided that, well, it's pretty cozy here. Let me take a nap. And one nap led into me waking up and seeing you being really, 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 really sweet. Talking to that girl. There was some girl online you were talking to. She didn't appreciate you the way I was appreciating you. So I decided that I would sit and watch you for a little bit. And sitting and watching you for a little bit turned into a few more hours. And then a few more hours turned into a few more weeks. And then eventually I started getting like notices from my landlord saying something about I had to pay my rent. So I then decided to not pay my rent. So then I just moved in here and I hid my stuff around the house. I guess, is it really hiding my stuff? It's not really hiding my stuff if, I live here, right? So I just started putting my stuff around the house and everything. And eventually I just stayed. And it became comfy. It became cozy. I get to see you whenever I want to. I get to sit on the couch next to you. I can just slither up. You don't even notice half the time. See, you always said that you wanted to live with someone that you could almost feel as if they're not there. Unobtrusive. Always around. But never a bother. You like having your moments to yourself. And well, we have just that, baby. So it's perfect, isn't it? Mm-hmm. What? Well, no, I was here when you brought your lady friends over. I thought that was pretty rude given how serious we had gotten, I had just gotten to the point where I was sleeping in your bed when you were away. I did ask you permission that one time. I did. Baby, I don't like it when you say that I didn't ask you permission. You were so groggy and so sick, and I kept bringing you your medicine and putting it by your bed. And what? You feel like you've been being watched for months? Well, honey, it's been years, not months, duh. I kept bringing you your medicine so that you didn't have to get up, and I kept setting out the perfect dosage for you. And you kept thinking that you had done it before. I don't need credit. I'm just happy you got better. And then I told you like it would be easier if I could just lay down in your bed while you were sleeping. And you said, sure. And then you called me Gracie, and I don't know who Gracie is, but I did dig through your phone. The closest I could figure is that she's your sister, and well, for her sake, I certainly hope she's your sister. Anywho, what? Oh, my love, my darling. Deep breaths. See, look, it's all coming back to you now, isn't it? No, that wasn't you being delirious. No, that wasn't just because you were drunk. No, that wasn't because you were, experimenting with that. What is it called? Yeah, I'm so glad it's getting decriminalized, but honestly, I don't know if it's for you, but I won't judge. Do you if it makes you happy? What? Well, that's one way to look at it. But again, I don't think you can stalk someone when you love them. No? I don't think it's stalking at all. In fact, I just think it's love. Your phone went off again. I heard it. Well, we're trying to have a serious conversation here, Just, I don't want you focusing on someone else when we should be focusing on us right now. What do you mean there's no us? There will always be an us because you're mine. Your phone is going off. Oh, it's just work? Well, that's fine. We can get back to them later. So, as I was saying, I'm glad that we had this talk. How about you just go lay down? You've had a long day. What? Well, of course I know that you've had a long day. I followed you to work. What part of I'm always with you don't you understand? I was there when your boss was telling you that you were going to have to go on a long trip. In fact, I made a note that when we came home to start packing some of your bags. You see that over there? Yeah, I started that for you. It's got a lot of your favorite stuff, and I love you to death, but you tend to forget some of the essential stuff when it comes to traveling. Your neck pillow. How do you always forget that? What? Oh, well, it's really easy for me to get through airport security. I'm always on flights with you. I usually just kind of scurry up and just, I can use my hands like suction cups, so I just go up on the ceiling. No one ever notices. And I just make sure that you're comfy, cozy, and I whisper into the flight attendants' ears whenever they're not tending to you appropriately, or they're over-tending to you, whichever it may be. What? Okay, so, again, I don't want this to have to become a thing. It doesn't have to be a thing, right? I don't think it has to be a thing. We are together. I'm not going anywhere. Everyone that's ever loved you always tends to just leave you in the lurches. Well, that's not me, my baby, my darling. I'm going to stay here with you, and you'll never have to be without me. No one will ever pick on you. No one will ever make fun of you. No one will ever do anything you don't want them to do. Because I will always be here. What? Well, no, I know I'm not big, bad, and scary because, chameleons aren't really known for harming people too much. But, well, with my invisibility abilities, I can do quite a few things that a lot of other girls can't do. I can make sure that there's unfortunate accidents that happen to anyone who would ever say anything bad about you. I can make sure that if, for example, your boss keeps overworking you, then, well, there was that one time that I made sure she was locked out of her house. She called a locksmith and they couldn't figure out how to get her back in. It was really cold that night. She started to get really worried. What? No, nothing terrible happened. I just made sure she had a bad day. Then there was the other time that waitress was absolutely rude to you. Yeah, I paid her a visit. Again, nothing too terrible happened to her. But I absolutely put some Limburger cheese on her muffler. Made it to where it smelled up her car because it burnt on there before she had noticed it. Thin and stinky slice. She had no idea where the smell was coming from. Then if you take some paint thinner and you just write on someone's car, and because I'm invisible, it's not like any of the security cameras could figure out it was me. It was costly, her punishment, but I could have done much worse. But I'm not that person anymore. I don't want to do much worse whenever someone hurts someone I love. What? Well, I just get so protective. I don't want anybody ever upsetting those that I love. So I just made sure that if someone does something silly that, well, they get their up and comings. sometimes karma has got to be the face of a chameleon, you know? Karma, 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 chameleon. You look so sleepy, my love. Why don't you go to bed? What? Oh, that list? Don't pay attention to that list. That's just mine. It's just some people who may need a visit soon from Karma. No, my name is Zena, not Karma. Karma's just my night job. All right, honey. Well, you get comfy and cozy here. I'm going to go finish your packing. Can't wait to go on our trip together. It'll be romantic. Hey guys, Zena Alexander here. I want to say a huge thank you again to everybody who is a part of our D&D group. Looking at making another one. It'll be during the day since the other one's more not American Day, I should say. I have to forget, not everyone lives here, which is fine, honestly. I'm trying to get out of America myself. So, American Days, we're looking at putting together a D&D group. It will, I don't know if we'll do just maybe weekly one-shots, which I think could be fun, but also that way we can switch up who's there. But yeah, so those who are there for the weekend, we are doing a campaign. But if you're interested in being a part of a weekday, American weekday D&D group, make sure that you get the link in the description for our Discord and hit me up because I'm very interested in having fun with you guys and hanging out. We'll probably be live streaming them. I'm trying to come up with more things to live stream because I really love hanging out with you guys and talking to you guys live. It is so much fun getting to know you guys in that setting. And Discord's fun, but Arc made a really good point that it can be intimidating being around 20 people. So today's video's inspo was by Cryptonym on our server. He's one of our moderators. He had an idea of a chameleon who's kind of a stalker who you realize one day you've been being watched and finally she slips up and reveals herself, only she doesn't really realize that what she's doing is wildly inappropriate. And I mixed it because, again, I'm still kind of mixing stories with my personal life and everything. For those who don't know, I have a little bit of an obsessive background as a girlfriend. Not proud. It's just I did it and I stand in my truth and it's who I was. And I too would have these moments of looking back now, explaining how I felt and what I thought was going on makes me sound crazy, which I guess makes me crazy. But I just thought I was being a good girlfriend, and it's no, baby, you were being obsessive and fearful that the person was going to leave. So I'd always feel the need to be around that person no matter what, and absolutely smother them, thinking that this was normal. It's perfectly okay behavior. And defending them against stuff that they never asked. They don't need help with. They're fine. So I kind of identified with the chameleon a little bit too much. I don't know if you could tell the voices. But yeah, anywho, love you guys to death. If you guys have anything that you would like for me to do, be sure to hit me up on Discord, or you can leave a comment below. And give me some of your ideas, and I'll see if I can pair them with my real life / maybe do some stories that I don't identify with. I want to branch out and work on my acting chops. Because any actress can, or anybody can basically retell a story pretty convincingly, but taking something that's not a part of you and trying to get feels for it's difficult, and it's definitely something I want to work on. So anyways, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.